This is the Transformers Studio Series number 77, Deluxe Class N.E.S.T or N.E.S.T Bumblebee. N.E.S.T stands for the Non-Biological Extraterrestrial Species Treaty, which I think we saw way back in the Bayverse movies, Revenge of the Fallen or Dark of the Moon. That's why this figure is so curious to me, because this figure is part of the Bumblebee movie world, which was set decades before I think N.E.S.T was even founded. I was actually hoping or expecting this figure to be part of the Sector 7 sort of redeco, because there was the beginnings of Sector 7. I think we saw some of the beginnings in the Bumblebee movie. But nevertheless, I thought this figure was still interesting. Now, when photos were revealed, promo pics were shown on the internet, I had a script planned out to pan the review of this figure, saying that it was a useless, absolute, utter waste of budget. There was no logic for doing this. I was going to say that the colors are going to look funny, it's not going to look great, and everything negative I could think of for this repaint, because I honestly did not believe in it. Now, having him in hand, I can tell you right now, this is an absolutely amazing redeco. I'm not being sarcastic here. This is a really honest to goodness amazing redeco of the Jeep Bumblebee. If you're not familiar with the figure this came from, the original mold was painted in yellow. It was the Studio Series Offroad Bumblebee. I don't have that with me right now, but I'm sure you're pretty familiar with that. He transformed into that yellow Jeep. They redecoed it into something like this, which is gray and gunmetal gray and silver, which to me wasn't the most logical redeco, but it actually works. Everything about this figure feels so premium. And I'm not talking about this kind of premium, okay? This is garbage premium. This is the real deal. This is premium finish N.E.S.T Bumblebee, I would dare say. And to a certain extent, I can even go as far as saying this could be a good, like, stealth mode Bumblebee, had they somehow made some footage of him going in disguise before he turned into the Volkswagen Beetle mode. But everything clicks. I love that he's got some silver highlights here and there. He's got a gunmetal gray paint app here on the hood and some parts of the Jeep. The gray plastic that they used is a flat gray that's a little glossy, but it is by no means cheap looking. The rims on the wheels could have been painted, but they didn't. Maybe it was by design. But a lot of highlights here and there, plus an amazing head sculpt, which is the exact same one. They didn't do it. They didn't do anything with it. They just repainted it. Just makes this figure pop. I'm absolutely pleased and impressed with the way this thing turned out. For some size comparisons, here is N.E.S.T Bumblebee with the B127 redeco with the unmasked head sculpt, as well as premium finish Studio Series Ratchet. Let me just get rid of that guy. Okay, you can clearly see that it's the same head sculpt. This is from the Jeep Bumblebee as well. They didn't remold it or anything like that. They just painted the face differently and the eyes differently. I kind of wish they could have painted the top part of the head and the rest of the helmet or the head sculpt with not the silver, but with this kind of material, this kind of paint. That would have made it super great. But as it is, it still looks good. Now, in terms of mold degradation, joints are very tight, super tight, in fact. So I'm glad that, you know, just this one being the second version, I believe, of this mold, it's held up. He has this blaster, which again is unpainted. It's a shame. It's the same one we've been getting from the other Bumblebee figures. I wish they could have painted the barrel, but no. Easy enough to do. It's easy spray paint, silver and all that. But it would have been nice if we actually had some paint on the gun. So transformation, exactly the same as Jeep Bumblebee. Just go through the motion. Okay, pop these out. Pop the grille, head sculpt. Go ahead and fold it back, that, and combine the hood and the shoulder pieces and the front part of the Jeep. Then the arms are just gonna tab in to the chest part, like that. Okay, onto the wheels. Fold this out, fold here, here. Rotate, rotate, fold out the fender and the wheels. Go ahead and fold the feet up like this. Pop the seats up, the wheel. Okay, pop the spare tire and then tab in. Okay, and the windshield. And finally, the blaster. Some tabs right there. You're gonna slot them onto those notches. Kind of tricky, but yeah, it'll fit nicely just underneath the whole chassis. And there you go, folks. There is N.E.S.T Bumblebee in his grayish silver alt mode, Jeep alt mode. It actually works. I'm very, very pleased with this. It rolls very nicely. The colors do match. Yeah, amazingly, it looks great. Some final thoughts on the Studio Series number 77 N.E.S.T Bumblebee. I love it. I think it's a great repaint. And once again, they nailed the redeco for this particular mold. And I'm very, very impressed with it. Not being sarcastic, if some of you are thinking I'm just trying to make this figure look good, but it actually is a good redeco. And it feels so premium. The paint scheme, the color design, I didn't think it was gonna work, but it works. It is an honest to goodness, legit premium finish, sort of stealth mode Jeep Bumblebee, if there was such a thing. I actually think it's believable that such a repaint could have been possible. The only thing in question really is, should it have been a N.E.S.T redeco or a Sector 7? I don't know, but suffice to say, as it is a great redeco of an amazing mold. The figure is going to get a 10 out of 10. I'm even surprised. I'm giving this one a perfect score. Maybe a 9.5 because it's missing a bit more paint apps. Could have made it 10. But I'm feeling generous today, so it's going to get a 10 out of 10. Absolutely love this redeco. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the Studio Series N.E.S.T Bumblebee. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.